Hello friends, my name is Amanda. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to share my January favorites with you all. Everything from fashion, beauty, and lifestyle that I have been loving throughout the month will be in today's video. Lots of new things. It's been a while since I've done a monthly favorites, but I'm excited to bring them back this year to recap the best of the best with you at the end of each month. I will pin everything that I mention to a top comment because I know the description box can be like, I feel like they're always moving around. They're always changing things up. So I will just pin everything to a top comment to make it easy for you to find. And let's get started. Starting off with my fashion favorites, I feel like my most worn top for December and January has been this brown turtleneck sweater. This exact one was from Dillard's maybe 2 years ago now, so I did find some similar options that I'll link for you down below, but I just feel like it's such a great winter basic. Speaking of winter basics, I did a video earlier this week sharing my must-have essentials for winter, so if you haven't seen that yet, I'll link it for you down below. But I have definitely just been reaching for this on a weekly basis almost. It's great to wear on its own, but also a great layering piece since it's not too thick as well. And I've just been really into this dark chocolatey brown. This one has like faux fur on it because I just got back from Jackson Hole and the faux fur coat that I was wearing was shedding like crazy. So need to give this a wash. All right, next fashion favorite is this pair of jeans. Now, I did mention in that winter essentials video that I don't reach for jeans a ton just because I find them more challenging for me to style. I typically love skirts and dresses and I'm just more comfortable styling those. But if I have to pick a pair that I've been wearing the most, it would definitely be this pair from Mother. This is actually the same style that I own in white as well. And again, those are also easily my most reached for jean throughout spring, summer, and into fall. I picked up this pair in the Nordstrom anniversary sale, but they do still carry this style in a very similar wash. So I'll link those for you below. But I am a big fan of this denim brand in general. I feel like they have just the right amount of stretch to be really comfortable. Like these are definitely dinner jeans. They're pasta jeans. Like you can comfortably go eat Mexican and not feel like you have to unbutton your pants in these. But they also are really flattering. They give you a really nice shape in the booty, if I do say so myself. And I really like this cropped kind of flare raw hemline because I like how it looks with a lot of different shoes. I can wear these with my white sneakers, which I haven't mentioned here in a while, but those white sneakers have been one of my best purchases. So if you're looking for a good white sneaker, I will link the one that I have been wearing for, gosh, are we coming up on 2 or 3 years now since I did my big white sneaker review. Those have been tried and true. So I can wear them with flats, sneakers, and they have just enough gap to not look frumpy. They also look great with booties as well. So I just find the style really easy to work with in my wardrobe. I know those are definitely a splurge, so if those are out of your price point, I will try to find something similar as well as far as the style. Next fashion favorite, I've actually had these pajamas since 2020 and they honestly still look brand new. They have washed and worn so well. I actually just got a new set last month and I can't even tell a difference. Like these still look brand new. So I don't know if these colors are still available. I know this color I got again in 2020, so I doubt it's still available, but these pajamas are from Tommy John. Here is the top that I like to wear with it. And they are just so soft and comfortable. I really like the Henley style top. They're stretchy and they look really nice, but they also just wear really nicely. I know a lot of us have the Nordstrom pajamas and I do tend to get those every year in the Nordstrom sale when they are on sale because I call them my self-tanner pajamas, but those don't wash and hold up like these do. I think these are a little pricier, but I did reach out to them recently to ask for a promo code and I think you can get 25% off with code Amanda25. I need to double check it to see what the discount is, but that is the code to use if you want to check out Tommy John. I also wear, no, actually I wear the Bombas bralette. I have been wearing that a lot recently. I think I may have a Bombas code too. I don't know. I need to do like a run through of my current promo codes because sometimes they change with the new year. But I do have a page with all of my promo codes listed if you want to check that out. I update it every time I get a new code. So I will have that linked for you down below. And in the Tommy John pajamas, I wear a size small. They're really stretchy. So if you're in between, I would say you do have room to size down. I think a medium would also be perfectly fine as well if you want it to be a little bit roomier. Next favorite is a pair of leggings. Now, if you have been around on my channel, you know how obsessed I am with the Spanx Booty Boost leggings. Those are by far my favorite workout leggings or leggings that I wear out and about. I'm actually wearing them right now. I went to the nail salon earlier today, went with Big Apple Red again for Valentine's Day. But I recently tried out the Abercrombie leggings, and these are really great for comfort. These remind me a lot of the Lululemon Align leggings as far as that it's not as compressive as the Booty Boost leggings. I just find the Booty Boost leggings to be so flattering. I'm comfortable wearing, you know, more cropped sweatshirts with them. They slim my waist, they lift my booty. Honestly, I feel like they give me a little bit of a legging little thigh gap that other leggings don't. But when I'm looking for just comfort around the house, I've been a big fan of these, and I also really like this chocolatey color as well. And they have washed and held up really well to, I would say, better than the Align leggings, if I'm being honest. As far as them washing and holding up, I feel like the material of these may hold up a little bit better. Another favorite of mine, I'm wearing these right now. Honestly, I'm kind of embarrassed to even show these on camera, but these cashmere socks from J. Crew have by far been a favorite this winter season. I got 2 pairs of these last winter, and I have a couple in my cart to repurchase because I have nearly worn holes in these. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but it is very thin on certain spots here, especially the heel. So I'm about to bust a hole in these. That's how much I wear them, but they are very warm, very soft, and I'm definitely going to be repurchasing them. I think they're currently on sale, so added a couple of these to my cart. I just need to remember to check out. As far as some fashion videos coming up, I wanted to go ahead and give you a heads up. I'll have a Walmart haul coming up probably Thursday or Friday of this week. I try to get those up ASAP because things sell out so incredibly fast. That's why you haven't seen as many Walmart hauls on my channel in the last year, just because I'm not going to film something if everything's already sold out type of thing. But hopefully all of that will be in stock for the video. I'll go ahead and link to what I ordered if you want to go ahead and get a head start on it, have it saved in LTK. And then I will also be filming a sort of Valentine date night winter outfit video that will be coming up next week. So stay tuned for those. I also haven't forgotten about the updated home tour, and I plan to do a vlog with some closet decluttering in the next couple weeks too. So I'm excited to get those up here in the next couple of weeks. Just wanted to go ahead and give you a heads up on those. All right, moving into my beauty favorites for this month. If you saw my makeup routine where I shared basically just all of my 2023 beauty favorites, I mentioned my go-to lip combo. This lipstick has been my go-to for coming up on 2 years now. I've never been a huge fan of lipsticks. I find that they dry my lips out and they just end up peeling and not looking great. So I tend to wear more lip balms and even glosses, but even glosses can do the same thing to my lip. But this formula has been a game changer for me, and I love the shade 219. It does sell out often, so I'll link to it in a couple different retailers, but it is such a great everyday lip color, especially if you are fair like I am. I'm wearing it right now. I'm wearing it over the Revision Balm, so it is a little bit of a lighter application. I will also link the Revision Balm down below if you haven't tried it. That's just been a holy grail of mine. I could easily include it in every monthly favorites video. And I do switch up the liner that I wear with this, so I'll link to different liner options and I'll kind of write out depending on what you're looking for. Like if you're looking for a really natural but still slightly defined lip, I would recommend one from Chanel. But this is the one I've been wearing a lot this past winter. It's definitely deeper. I feel like it gives a little bit more of a 90s styled lip where it's a little bit browner. I'm wearing it today, but again, over top of that revision, it's definitely not as deep as it can be, but this is from NYX in Nude Truffle. So very affordable from the drugstore. And it has been my go-to since December. Next up, I wanted to mention my go-to eyebrow pencil. If you're fair, again, or natural blonde like I am, eyebrows can be tricky to find the right pencil. And over the years, I've gone through different phases. I feel like my eyebrow pencil is the one thing that I've changed up the most probably in the past couple of years. But I have really stuck with this one since I discovered it during the Sephora sale, I believe last year. So this is in the color 1.5 taupe, and it's a waterproof brow pencil. I think this is $12 at Sephora, and I really love this color. It's not orangey, it's not ashy. I feel like it's really natural with my natural hair color. On camera, it looks a tiny bit darker than it does in real life. The only negative I will say is I go through these pretty quickly. I think when my eyebrows are tinted, I don't have to fill them in as much. But when I have bare blonde eyebrows, I really have to use a lot of the product to like make it even and fill it in completely. So I kind of always keep a backup of these on hand. Next favorite has been this bronzer from Tarte. This is the Park Avenue Princess in light medium. It's also a waterproof face and body bronzer. So when I got this, I think it came with a big bronzer brush. So you can actually use that to like use it on your body, and it is waterproof. I wouldn't expect it to stay on if you're gonna be like in the pool or something like that, but it definitely stays on better than a non-waterproof bronzer. But here is the shade. It does have a very, very slight like sparkly sheen to it, but it doesn't really translate as sparkle on the skin. I really like the undertone of this bronzer. It doesn't pick up orangey on my skin tone. I use it here sort of as a blush. I kind of do it in the 3 shape here. And I also use it for my crease. A lot of times when I'm just being quick and easy for like every day, I'll just use a little bit of the bronzer in my crease and call it a day. And I feel like the tone is also really nice for blue eyes too. This month I did recently get a Tarte code. So if you're wanting 15% off, you can use code STRAWBERRYCHIC directly at Tarte. And I have actually quite a few Tarte products that I use in my everyday routine. So I'll link some of my other Tarte favorites down below, but the bronzer has definitely been a standout for me this month. My favorite self tanner the past really year or so has been this Bali Body 1 Hour Express. The undertone of this is very green, so when I apply it, don't freak out because it does look very green, but I find that that's super flattering on my skin tone where I have more pink and red in my undertones, especially on my arms. I have very red arms. So I really like a green undertone based tanner. I feel like it looks the most natural on me. I do like that it's an express formula, so if I'm in a pinch, I can shower it off the same day, but I just don't find that it's as deep of a color or as long lasting. So I do tend to apply this at night, sleep in it, and then wash it off the next day. I applied it last night, even on my face. So as you can see, it is a very natural, I mean, I feel like my hands right now don't even look tan, but that's just how pale I actually am. So this just gives me a little life, especially during the winter season. Next favorite, if you're looking for a great everyday body lotion, this has been both mine and my husband's favorite. I actually repurchased these bottles and put them in our stocking this year. This is the Kiehl's Creme de Corpse, Creme de Coup, I don't know. But this is the Kiehl's body lotion, and you can typically buy a bulk size of this during the Nordstrom sale. I love that it is fragrance free, so it doesn't clash or overpower anything else that I'm wearing or just in general. I don't tend to like super scented things, and it's really moisturizing. It has shea butter, and I find that initially it's like super hydrating, but it doesn't stay greasy for too long, so I can apply this in the morning. I do have to be careful with my hair. I have very fine hair, so I try to keep my hair up when I first apply this so it doesn't transfer onto my hair and make it greasy, but definitely not an overly greasy body lotion, and again, just great for every day. So my husband in general has been a big Kiehl's fan. He uses, I think, all of their skincare products and all of that too. So I need to try more from the brand. I want to try their vitamin C. I need to give that a try. Let me know if you've tried it and if you have any thoughts on it. Next beauty favorite has been my go-to fragrance. This has honestly been my go-to fragrance since 2020. Now, again, I mentioned I don't like overly scented things, so I really don't use perfume every day. If I'm just gonna be around the house, I honestly don't use perfume. So this is just my go-to for date nights or girls' night, or if I'm traveling type of thing. I actually have had this bottle since 2020. I picked this up in the Nordstrom sale in 2020. So you can see I still have a ton of it left, but honestly, a little bit goes a long way. It's a pretty strong fragrance, but in a good way. Like I was gonna say puff, but like one spray of this is all you need, and I will even still notice it the next day. It's a very, I would say, like sexy, grown-up type of scent. Like it's not overly sweet. I feel like everyone kind of smells something different when they smell Baccarat, but it is a very expensive perfume, but honestly, it smells expensive, and it's just been my go-to. Like you can't go wrong with Baccarat. So if you're looking for a good Valentine's gift or a little hint, I would definitely give this one a try. All right, switching over to lifestyle favorites. These are just pretty much anything random that I've been loving that don't necessarily fit in fashion or beauty. So first up is this box cutter. Now I actually had to just repurchase mine because I don't know what happened to the one that I got last year. I don't know if it like got stuck in a box that went out to the trash, or if my daughter like accidentally threw it away, because I remember she was holding it one day. But as someone who opens a lot of packages, I have a lot of things coming in and out of the house. This just makes it so much quicker and easier, and also significantly safer because you don't have a sharp blade cutting the box. I cannot tell you, I was a PT before I started doing this full time, which funny enough, I actually just started talking a little bit about why I quit PT over on my Instagram. And it feels kind of good to get some of that off my chest. Kind of a tangent there. But I used to work in a clinic that had hand therapists, and I cannot tell you how many patients they had with people with hand injuries that they had to have surgery for, like tendon repairs from opening boxes with like razors. So if you buy one thing for safety on Amazon, I would definitely recommend having a box cutter. This is a ceramic blade. I got yelled at when I first mentioned this and called it plastic. So it is a ceramic blade, and it's just not sharp. So again, it's also safe if you have kids around your house as well. Next favorite has been a read that I typically do read every January. It's the book Atomic Habits. And if you're looking for a good self-care book that makes a big impact, at least it makes a big impact on my life every time I read it, I would definitely give it a try. I typically read it in the morning. I just read one chapter. It takes around 10 minutes. Sometimes I set a timer on my phone for 10 minutes just so I don't feel like I'm wasting time, if that makes sense. But I just found that each chapter took about 10 minutes, so I kind of stopped doing that recently. But it's a really great book. It talks about how to form habits or break bad habits, kind of breaks down the philosophy of that. And it also just makes me more motivated to make changes in my life. So it's a really great self-help book that I've been loving this month. Next favorite has been this Octo Buddy. You can see it here on my case. I usually like a loopy case, but I will say this has been so convenient on my phone. So it actually just sticks to a lot of different surfaces like mirrors and windows. So if I'm out and about and I need to film content, I can just stick this on a window and film. Or even we were in Jackson Hole last week and I would FaceTime Josie and I would just put this on like a restaurant window and we could talk to her. So it's just a nice way to be hands-free, and it actually does work very well. So I did try the one that like suctions on both sides, but it did not stick to this phone case. So just a heads up there. I'm sure if you have a non-silicone case, it would work a little bit better. So this one is like stuck onto this case. Next favorite is my planner, and this is actually the 5th year that I'm using this paper or sugar paper planner. I love their aesthetic. I love the layout of this planner. It's simple, but it has everything that you need. And really planning in general has been a favorite for this month. Of course, with January, I feel like I'm back on track with that. But when I am intentional with planning out content and figuring out how to fit everything into my calendar, I feel way more productive and way less overwhelmed because, for one, I feel like my tasks are in a safe place, and I can also see if I'm trying to get way too much done, I can kind of space it out a little bit better. So if you feel like you need an improvement with, I would say, just feeling less overwhelmed or getting more done, take the time to plan. I do it every Sunday, and having a good planner helps. So this is my personal favorite. You can also find that brand at Target. I did order this one direct from Sugar Paper, but I love their aesthetic in general. I also use their weekly thing. I use this more so as a habit tracker. So I'll write out what you, come here, it's okay. What? Did you take your ponytail out?
Yeah.
Why? Come here. Come here.
Oh, we see take picture.
You want to take a picture?
Yes. Of this.
Okay. So I use this one more so as a habit tracker. I've been forgetting to take like my Nutrafol vitamins and things like that. So I just write out the habits that I want to do each week and I check it off, and it keeps me more accountable. But you can also, of course, use this as a regular planner too. Let me know down in the comments what you have been loving this past January. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.